What's going on, everyone? What's going on here? Why is that popping up like that? Let me delete that forever. And then we are live here, I think. You do any duration and monetization. It all rhymes. All right, we'll wait for some people to get in here. Make sure. All right, we got 5 people that are watching on Rumble. A few people that are watching, actually 2 people that are watching on YouTube. And let's see what's happening on X right now. I know we just posted a video. That's probably, or wait, did we? Yeah, we just posted a video, so that's probably why we're not getting any viewers over here. But we do have 20 people that are over on X. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit that little heart down below, the like button, as well as if you guys want to retweet it, feel free to do so. We got to talk about the market. We got to see what's happening within the market, and just have some conversations. I don't think I'm logged into anything right now. So let me quickly log into some things. Let's see. Just get some maybe Coinbase and Kraken up here. Okay, get Kraken. Let's get Coinbase. Let's get Margex. Because we got some negativity happen. We want to make sure that we're going to see, if we're going to see that continue, or if we're going to see some sort of bounce. We want to make sure we realize that bounce, whatever that bounce will be. I think 69 is a great number for Sol. Not just a great number overall, but a great number for Sol. Yeah. But yeah, we're still above $1,000 for Kraken. We're still sitting at about 22,000 from the $24,000 level in my Coinbase account, and Grock just doesn't look great for me. But it might still look great as well, if that makes sense. So the price is really low. I still believe in where it can go. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go ahead and buy as much Grok as possible, that this is going to be an absolute banger. I believe that it is going to be something that moves quite a bit and, does get to way higher levels than where it was. So I would love to come into any type of cash flow right now. And as I come into that cash flow, I would like to be able to purchase more Grok. Just because, and that's my big risk. That's my big play that I plan on making. I don't plan on making any like huge risky plays to where I'm investing multiple thousands of dollars into something. But this is what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at that as an opportunity, because if I put in 1,200 now, that's going to get me another 200,000, right? And I currently have 300,000. Getting 500,000 Grok would be fantastic. And again, I have a lot, right? I have a lot already. 300,000. I would love to get 500,000 or even a million. That would be fantastic, because seeing Grok get to a level of $1, I think is inevitable. I think it will be the case, because that's a $6.9 billion market cap, and I feel like it's going to have a lot of success within the bull run, especially with all the places that it's available on, and without having any S tier exchanges, with having millions of dollars worth of volume. I'm in full belief that Grok will recover, but again, that's my opinion, and it may not happen. It's not fact. It's just my opinion, and I don't want anybody to take it that way. So currently, we're seeing 65 people that are here on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I think we got 9 likes so far. So let's put out a poll. All right, so I'll put out a poll. Let's go ahead and start with like not even reviewing any chats right now. We'll get into the chat, but what we're gonna do is we're going to get right into the market just so that people understand exactly where we stand overall. I'm sure you already looked at the market. You're into cryptocurrency, but let's go ahead and look at the market currently. So it's standing at a $1.53 trillion market cap, which definitely is significantly down from where we were at like a 1.63. So down almost $100 billion in the overall market cap. We're seeing things that are sliding quite a bit. If we look at Bitcoin's dominance, it is yet again increasing up to 52% rather than being down in the 51 or 50% range. But we will eventually see that, deplete, and we'll start to see other things that take over kind of that market cap in the end as we see the altcoin season really start to get underway. If we look at some things that are trending, you have Bonk that's still trending. It's down 12%. You have Internet Computer, which has made a move this weekend, which was interesting to be able to see that. It was up to like, I think $11 or something. It was up pretty high from where it was, which is phenomenal. And I'm glad for all the people that are in it. I'm not in it. I was in it. I made money from it, early on before it got heavily diluted. And, now people are making money from this, and where it can go is, kind of the sky's the limit, honestly. If we look at Bitcoin, it's currently down 2% on the day in the last 24 hours. We're seeing about a $41,000 price. I know a lot of people are looking for this to, if it drops below 40,000, we might see more red that comes. Understand that we're getting closer and closer to this very, very bullish news. And as we get closer to this very bullish news, there's a lot of people that are like a buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. And they will basically say, well, okay, the rumor or the news, the actual news will push this thing down further. And then they'll make their way back into it to watch the gain afterwards, because you saw these gains that we have seen from a level of $1.3 trillion market cap all the way up to a $1.6 trillion market cap. XRP made a move, but currently, again, Ethereum is down by 3.6%, down to 2,100. BNB is at $234 from that 250 mark. XRP is at less than 60 cents. Solana still around that $68, $69 level. Hopefully we don't see it fall more. We see Cardano that's down to 55 cents from that level of 60 to 65 cents. AVAX down to $37, still significantly high over the last month, but it has decreased 10% on the day. Dogecoin down 7%. That's down to below 9 cents, currently at 8.8 cents. Tron, that's down 4%, 6% for Polkadot. Chainlink is slightly down. Actually, it's not down much, so that's interesting. Polygon is down 7% or almost 8%. Shibainu has added zero again after seeing a drop zero off of that burn that we saw, the 8.6 billion coin burn, which was awesome, but it could have been so much more. I don't know when's the last time I said the word awesome, but it was awesome. Atom is currently at $10.50, down about 11%, but still up in the last 7 days, which is definitely interesting. The Internet Computer is up by 76% in the last 7 days, but is also down by 13% on the day. So let's go ahead and look at things that are moving the most here. So you have ASTR that's up by 49%, 58% for the last 7 days. Helium, I've seen that made some moves more recently, obviously up 67% over the last 7 days, but 6% today. Stacks is up by 3%. You're not seeing many things that are Injective is up, but many things are not up. Most things are down. You're probably going to see majority of the things that are down here. Celestia is down 17%. I didn't even know that. Oh yeah, I did know that rose quite a bit, but it's currently at $11.50. Internet Computer at about $9.39. Near Protocol $2. AR that's at $8, almost $9. Terraluna Classic, that's down 12%. That has dropped down to 3 zeros 14. I talked about that in one of my last videos. If you don't know, there's a proposal right now for adding a 1.2% burn tax to Terraluna Classic, and I think that we need to see as many burns as we can, as much burns as we can. And once we see that, we can now start pushing to exchanges that they should look for a 1%. We can't push to 1% if the community is not even doing 1% burn. So we need to see that. But yeah, that's kind of where we stand with everything. Pepe is down, and Terraluna 2.0 is down by 10%. Pepe is down by 10%. Caspa, that's at a steal price. Hold up. I might have to make another move on Caspa. I might have to throw, another. I think I have $700. I might have to throw another 300 in on Caspa here, as we look at it right now. So I might have to go over to Uphold and buy a little bit more Caspa, hold about $1,000 worth. Currently sitting at 10 cents. I feel like that's a steal price to have. Yeah. So currently, it's saying I have about $500 in there from the $700 that I've invested. So if I put another $500 at a level of, I can get 10,000, which honestly would get me to a way higher level and where I believe Caspa can go. So that's not a bad, it's not a bad play, and it can go a lot further. I believe Caspa can go a lot further. I know there's some people with quite a bit of Caspa, but I'm looking to maybe invest $1,000 here. So I don't really know exactly how much I have in my bank account. Should be a decent amount, but I wanted to come into some money, and I didn't want to invest any more money. But when I see some prices, I see some steals, I'm like, I gotta make that move. Let me make sure everything's good. So yeah, you know what? Let's buy another 500 Caspa. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Buy source 500. No take profit, just buy. I feel like that's a steal price, man. All right, so now at this current price, at 10 cents, at 10 cents, I have $1,000 or so. I'm still down $70 total. I have 10,353 Caspa now in my wallet, and that's it for Caspa. I bought $1,000 total, well, $1,070 worth. So I'm happy about that. Very, very happy about that. Let's see, what's everybody doing? Where's everybody at? Let's see what people are saying. All right, so we got 175 people here. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you got a lot from that breakdown of everything. Also, make sure you guys, hit the like button. I don't know why I did a check mark, but hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as if you guys want to check out or start trading on Margex. Currently, Margex shows a different price for Solana. You're seeing it currently at a $70 price, which for every other place, if you go over here, you're going to see Solana at a much higher or a much lower price. I think it's at like 68 cents or $68. So it's like $1.50 off or like $2 off. But either way, you're not looking to grab it and transfer it. What you're looking to do, I mean, you could grab it and transfer it somewhere else, right? You could send it from somewhere to send it over to Margex, and it'll be worth a little bit more. But the point is, you're not looking to just send this cryptocurrency somewhere else. You're looking to, currently like trade it. What you can get with Margex is you can trade up to 100x leverage on your investments up to 100x leverage. You can use 25x leverage, 50x leverage. You can trade Sol, you can trade BTC, you can trade Ethereum, you can trade all different types of positions up to 100x leverage. Some are 25 and some are 50. So definitely go ahead and check that out. I will provide the link within the chat here. So if you guys want to start trading with Margex, feel free to go ahead and start trading with Margex. Let me go ahead, and then I'm going to read the chats that are coming through. I closed my phone. I don't know why I closed my phone. These kids are sleeping upstairs. Yeah, both of them are still sleeping. That's good. Trade with Margex. Let's see. And let's put that in the chat. And we'll pin that message. Thank you, whoever, everybody that's hitting the like button, and also for the people that are answering the poll. I don't care if you answer it yes or no. Thank you for answering the poll. Creates engagement and everything there. So I appreciate it. Also, I'll put the link over here, and I'll put the link in the chat or in the comments of Twitter. So let's see. Scroll up, increase the size of this because I can't see anything. Is this a bull trap? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. I don't really classify it as that. We are seeing that things are starting to come back in the last hour, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. Are we going to see things pick up from here, or is this going to be a continuation of negativity? I want to go over to Solana on Margex and maybe trade a little bit longer term. So it did pick up from this lower level of 69 and came back to the 200 EMA. Let me make this a little bit better. I hate this screen, like how far it is. This other screen over here makes things so much easier for trading, but I kind of can't use that. I mean, I guess I can. Let me duplicate this. And I guess I could use it for trading over here, because it just looks so much better being able to break it down overall, being able to see everything. Because right now it's at a very low point compared to the last 7 days. It's definitely at a low point. If we look at the last, let's actually increase that. If we look at the last time it has been down here, it was on December 13th. Is that right? December 13th to where it has been down here, and it's creating ascending levels of support. Definitely ascending levels of support right now. Let me go ahead and let me draw myself a line. I have to do it over on this screen because it's so much easier, but I don't know if there's a better way of being able to see this. But basically, this is the way that I was looking at it, where it's showing these ascending levels of support. Am I showing my screen? I should be showing my screen. There we go. So yeah, it's showing these ascending levels of support and resistance. So I'm looking at that as kind of like a level, a gauge to where we can see this break out and go from a low. Oops. I did that wrong. Come on, man. Trying to grab the whole thing. There we go. We'll zoom out. Well, I'll zoom out. But how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing just fine? Let me go ahead and look at that. Multiple touch points there. Definitely ascending level of support. It's getting closer and closer to a breakout. So where we are seeing this, we're probably going to see this. Oh, wow. What's the price right now? Looks like it broke through that point. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're very close. We have to be very close to a breakout. We have to be very close to a breakout. So I don't know if I want to take leverage, because the issue is that if it does find a way to come back down and create a double bottom, a double bottom right here, then, I get stopped out before it ends up rising. However, if it creates that ascending level of support, we can see that push up quite a bit. I'm trying to see if we're seeing any bullish candlesticks as well. I'm thinking full amount, 25x leverage, maybe a little bit less, maybe like 10x leverage. If I go 10x leverage, it'll invest in $3,000 worth of Solana. But just know that means that things will have to really come back. So we could eventually be seeing this bounce. Here we go. I want to see what my stop loss will be. Let me set my stop loss. So it's going down to, where did I invest in at? 70.46. So if it literally loses $1 from here, which again, at the regular price, it's up to 68 cents or $68. We could see this drop even more, but the way that it's looking, outside of just, collapsing, it looks solid to me. So I'm going to put overall, I'm looking for a way larger gain. So I'm setting my stop loss there. And I'm also going to set my profit target a lot higher. Let me see where that profit target will be. At the previous high, which may end up doing some damage. Let's see. You know what? I don't need that much. That's asking for too much. 77. And we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to let it live. Even if it does, find a way to come back a little bit, I'm going to let it live a little bit. So how are you guys doing today? Just wanted to throw in a quick trade. You see the difference in the price, like the difference between Margex and, Solana coin market cap. You're seeing $68 versus, $70.50, $70.60. So yeah, there's definitely a huge difference. If you guys want to start trading on Margex, feel free to trade on Margex. The link is down there in the description. You can trade up to 100x leverage, 50x leverage on Sol, 50x leverage on XRP, all of that. You still hold Shib. I'm holding almost $1 billion and hope it rips next 2 years. So yeah, I'm still holding Shib. I'm holding 100 million. I ended up moving a lot of it, but I think I should probably lower my cost basis on Shib. I do like Shib a lot. It's just this ecosystem dev team, kills me with the things that they do and the claims that they make and the promises that they make. And eventually, yes, they end up doing kind of what the community wants to an extent, but these are the first burns that we've seen from them. And it's been 3 years that they've been kind of controlling what they've been controlling. And, it's honestly just, it's kind of annoying to see that this is the first burns that they've made. Like, I've burned 300 million total in the beginning stages of things. And I felt as though the ecosystem dev team should have been burning more. and they finally make these burns of 8.2 billion, 8.6 billion, and they're probably going to make a little bit more burns. But I knew it. I said from the start, so Cancer. I said from the start that they probably won't burn $1 million worth of Shib because they would have to take out the bone, right? They would have to sell bone and burn Shib, which means that they're decreasing or collapsing the price of bone because that's over 1 million bone. That's a lot compared to the overall volume that you see. In bone, you typically see about $7-10 million on a big day. It's probably like a good, 10, 20, or even $50 million of volume. But on normal days, it's like 5 to 10 million. So with 1 million coming out, you're looking at least 10%. But for the past couple of days, it's been 5 or 7 million. So you're looking at more than 10% that you would end up doing that with if you decided to sell all of it. I said that they wouldn't do that. I would like to see the largest burn in history. To see that much that burns off all at once, it would be huge. But every burn that they do also will be great. It's just at a certain point, it becomes like, I don't know. I don't know what word to use, but like normal to people to see an 8 billion coin burn. So you want to see a little bit more. Matt, don't you think that Bitcoin going to go back to 10K next year to finish its bottoming process? No, I don't think that. So Bitcoin should have never gotten as low as it got because the markets have more strength in them. The only reason it got as low as it got was because of the collapsed exchanges, the collapsed cryptocurrencies, the negativity, the SEC suing everybody. That's not. You will never see 10K Bitcoin in your life ever again. Yeah, I don't think that would be the case. I think even with this coming up, if you see a 10K Bitcoin next year, when there is an ETF and billions of dollars that are flowing into the ETFs, all of the ETFs, you have the halving that comes up. I do not see that at all. Bitcoin will never go back to, again, the lowest might get to is 30K. I mean, I don't even see that, but yeah, I mean, anything could happen. 73%. What's 73%? I want to believe that, but I was also told I would never see Bitcoin drop below 50K when it was at 69. Yeah, well, I don't know who you were listening to there. Obviously, things were increasing to a way higher level for cryptocurrency, and it needed some form of that retracement. It needed that bear market, which everybody was calling for. They just didn't know exactly when it was going to happen, and people didn't think it was going to last that long. I for sure thought it was going to get down to a level of, I can't remember, 17K was like the low, but then it ended up going down to like 15K. So I believed that it would drop down, but I didn't think it would drop down as much. Previous bear cycles, we've seen it go to 90% of a drop, 80% or 85% of a drop, then 80%. It was supposed to go to somewhere around the 70%, but it ended up going to like 80% again because of the fact that we saw the collapsed exchanges and the collapsed cryptocurrencies and chains and stuff like that. Obviously, we can recover those ones that have crashed, like Terraluna Classic. But then you also have the negativity when it comes to SEC, deciding to sue everyone, Keep a place for me in the bunker. What bunker? Never say never. Black Swan event. Like no internet and have to rebuild from the ground up. Nuclear war. That you survive. I mean, yeah, I guess a lot of things could happen. Have you seen Elmo moving? I haven't seen if Elmo has been moving. I haven't taken a look at it. I know that Meme Coin or Meme Alliance has been on CoinMarketCap, which is definitely good to be able to be listed there, and then they can make their way to being listed on other places, which is great. Hey, please chart and share your views on Gary. I did look at that position, a couple of times. I'm just not gonna, bring it up every time. It's up to 40% this morning. What's up to 40% this morning? Have you seen Elmo? Oh, it's up 40% this morning. That's fantastic. So from a level of 0.00 or 40% or 50% of a penny to where it is now, which maybe is closer to 1 cent. Is there any reasoning to what's behind it and why it's pushing up? So it's up 40% this morning from a level of 37% of a penny up to 50, or it actually got up to 70% of a penny, but now it's dropped down to 53% of a penny. So that's good to see. I don't know if they got listed anywhere else. Is that some news? Because I know they were on a couple of places, right? You have Bitforex, CoinW, LBank, Bitmart, MEXC, Jupiter, but that's pretty much it. There's no taxes associated with Elmo in any of these places. The only thing that you have the tax on is the Uniswap, which majority of the volume happens there anyways. Do you that XRP? Do I think that XRP can reach 10K? Do I think it can? I think it has the ability to do it, but I still like to understand that market cap is a big deal, right? When you look at market cap and you think that market cap is not a big deal, like in most cases, in like 99% of cases, it is. Right? Market cap is very important. But when it comes to understanding the use and the ability to move XRP as much as it can be moved, I don't think market cap really becomes the big deal, because it could set the bar for market caps, Like, how Bitcoin kind of sets the bar for everything else. It's like nothing can go above $1 trillion because Bitcoin doesn't go above $1 trillion. But XRP can kind of do the same thing if it is going to be, leading that space. Buying more Grock. Yeah, I would love to buy more Grock. I just bought $500 worth of Caspa, and I really would love to buy more Grock, but I want to come into some money before I do that. Never be afraid to let them go. Line up your charts and get them back on the low. Time to buy more. Yeah, I mean, that's the way that I look at it. I always look at it as like time to purchase a lot more. But, I don't want to sit here and spend all of the money that I have on investing, right? On which I'd love to do that, but it's Christmas time, right? We got to spend a lot of money on other things. We have 270 people here and we have 142 likes. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. We also have 13 people watching on Rumble. Time to buy is right. I have 54 million Shib. Now I have 2 million left. This is not a crash. I mean, I would definitely consider it a small crash. It's definitely a bloodbath. Let's call it that. Well, I don't know what it's doing right now, but it was green in the last hour from what I saw. So a lot of things were green. Bitcoin is up 1%. You see BNB that's up 0.5%. XRP is up 0.8%. Solana is up 1%. That's good to see. Cardano is up 1% or 1.8, 1.3%. Avalanche 1%, Dogecoin 1%. It seems like everything is green within the last hour, which is definitely a great sign for like a recovery. That means that I should be up significantly on this, which I am. I'm up $31 right now off of a fee of $1.95, which was fantastic. So currently I could take that or I can let it run. Now there's always if it gets up to a level where it's above $100, then yes, I will set a higher stop loss so that I do take profit. But I'll let it run, let it ride. I'm looking for a larger gain out of it. I'm looking for this to push to kind of the higher levels that it has been, but who knows if that will really be the case today. It's just good to see things that are positive right now. So that's great. Flash crash. Yeah, you can call it that. I wanted one more chance and I got it. Bought my stuff already for, oh, you bought your stuff for Christmas. Time for you to invest. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see that. Understood. Understood. Sorry, bro. I just joined the live. Why are all these coins going down so much? I mean, there's no rhyme or reason, right? I believe that it could be because we're getting closer and closer to the kind of bullish momentum, the bullish news, and you have the buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. And as it gets closer and closer to the news, maybe you have it decreasing a lot until the news actually hits. And then or maybe you'll have a sell the rumor and buy the news, right? That's kind of what we're seeing. I really don't know exactly what we will see. My guess is that we will see it take off as we see more money that's invested into Bitcoin via the ETFs as they get approved. So throughout the first quarter, we might see, large jumps to Bitcoin and a trickle down effect to cryptocurrency overall. So I think Grock is close to bottoming. Yeah, I want to see it at a level of like 50 or what is it, 50% of a penny. I want to see it at that level. I would love to be able to purchase more. I mean, if it gets to 50% of a penny, then I obviously have way less than what I've invested, which was $3,900 at a level of 1.2. Yeah, 1.2 cents. So I'm basically at a halfway point, like right now, at 0.6 cents. Let me go to the screen really quick. You bring up Grock. Yeah, it's at 0.65 cents, and I think it did kind of hit that lower level of 6.2 or sorry, 62% of a penny, and now at 66% of a penny. So, I would love to hold more. I feel like 1 cent is still great, and how much I have is 300,000. I know I can gain a lot with it, but it's just so tough to not. I want to hold 1 million because at these levels, if I'm holding as much as I'm holding in Jasmine, I now have 1 million of this, meaning that this only needs to get to a $6 billion market cap, $7 billion market cap for me to capture $1 million off of Grock. And I feel like it can definitely make that move. But again, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. But once you get the Twitter account back, if they get it back, once they get it back, it's going to create a lot of hype within it. Then you also have Grock that's officially launching to everybody. Yeah, it will push up. I think it will be big. So I'm excited for it, and I would love to run into some money so that I can throw maybe $600 on it again and have another 100,000 and make that more of a short-term play. I'll have the 300,000 that's for more longer term, but then short term will be for the 100,000 that I invest into now. Right? I could technically invest into it now and then come into that money, but I want to make sure I see it in the bank account. I don't want to drain the bank account for a risky play because it is risky. Thank you for becoming a member, Rob Casa. Thank you for becoming a member. Did you leave the Phoenix Suns? Are you saying that I'm DeAndre Ayton? I've heard that so many times, and I don't see it honestly. But I guess I only see myself in the mirror. I don't really see anybody else. His dip was needed. The flying, wait, was flying too fast. Good trap. I was expecting this dip. Two. You saying 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago caught me. Not a bad loss. It's good. Loss. Wait, sorry. Thoughts on XRP? I mean, my thoughts on XRP are the same. I believe XRP can go a lot further than where it is right now. I still have 3,000 plus XRP in my wallet, or in my exchange, 3,347 XRP that's sitting in there. So, I'm excited about that. And I know I'm going to play some short term games, but I'm also going to play the long game, right? Where I hold at least 100 to 500 for the long game. And that's why I have a certain amount that's in Kraken. When I go over my Kraken portfolio, anything that I make over on this portfolio, I invest into things like Anchor. And this is the amount that I'm going to hold on to for the long term. Like, I mean, absolutely long term, where this goes to, maybe a level of $1,000 or $10,000. Because if that's the case, then, you have a crazy amount here from just 100 XRP. Love your stuff. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. Got to make sure Harper and Hayden are good. They're still sleeping. Once they wake up, I have to get Harper ready for school. Hayden should be fine, but I have to get Harper ready for school, and then I'll put her on the bus, and we'll still stay live for a little bit. Or depending. I mean, we might hop off of here early. I would love to stay on here. You know what? I'll stay on here for a while. Helium is still okay. I know that was up by like 6%, or maybe I'm lying by saying that. Let's go to coin market cap. Let's look at, so the overall market was increasing in the last hour, and now we're seeing things that may be pulling back just a little bit. A good thing is Solana is still moving in the right direction that I want it to move. I don't want it to pull back anymore. I want it to, increase. But you're talking about Helium. Helium is currently up by 8.5%. It's up to $7.86. HNT. Isn't that the one that people were mining a lot? I believe they would set up like, mining rigs in their home, and they would just mine HNT and get a certain amount. How far has that gone? It's gone 65% in the last 7 days, so it's increased quite a bit. Not only are people mining it, but they're also trading it back and forth. So you have the ability to purchase it. Where's this at? Purchase it on Coinbase, KuCoin, Gate.io, 44 other platforms there. But if we look at the chart, let me see the chart in the last month. So this has gone from a level of $2 in the last month all the way up to, imagine the people that have been mining it. I don't know if you sold it for whatever cash you had or you thought you had, but it could be worth a hell of a lot more now if you were mining HNT. That's crazy. So people that were like, oh, you know what, I got $100 in HNT. Well, guess what? Here you have 200 plus $300, right? You have $300 here. You might have $400 here, closing in on $500 just from that amount that you had from HNT. And if you were mining it for a very long time, kind of like what you see with Bitcoin, right? Where they were mining it for such a long time, and then people saw the value of what it is, and they were like, let me collect this because it's a certain dollar figure. You collect it, and you didn't hold on to any of it. But if you held on to it, that would have doubled or tripled or quadrupled, or maybe even increased more than that, currently sitting at a $1.2 billion market cap from this lower level of a $200 million market cap, now sitting in the billions. So yeah, things have definitely looked great. And the crazy thing is, I watched so many videos on mining HNT, um, because there were a lot of people that were like, "I'm making so much money. I'm making $1 a day because the price of HNT is like, I forget what they said. It was like really low." Um, so let's see, even lower than that. Let's not look at the last year. So I guess it was up to a $5 billion market cap at one point, which I've never seen. But you were at a $200 million market cap, and even before that, I think it was before 2020. Yeah, when a lot of people were talking about this, and it was at a 43, $1 million market cap, or a little bit less. I saw a guy showing his mining tower that they were selling. I mean, I'm not mining anymore. I don't need to. Well, I didn't start mining, but I'm not mining any right now. But it's great to see H&T run. Um, it's proof of coverage, H&T. Um, like T-Mobile. Lunic will explode or go down completely between the 19th and the 22nd of December. Mark my words. Why do you say that? What's your explanation? Looks like Harper's getting up, but her getting up is not an issue. Hayden getting up is an issue because I have to help her get ready and all that stuff. I'm so hungry. Let's hit the like button, everybody. Don't forget it helps. That is true. We have 300 people that are here, and we have 187 likes. I would like to get to 200 plus. 250 would be amazing. So please hit that like button. What do you think? What do you think of Near? A Near protocol? I mean, it seems like a good mover. It seems like something that has a lot of popularity. I haven't looked into it in depth, but it definitely seems like something that has a lot of popularity. I'm not invested into it. I mean, if I didn't look into it in depth, you know that I didn't invest into it because typically something that I look into, um, like all the way and I dive into, I'm most likely making a move into unless I don't see an opportunity. Um, Bonk is crazy. Those top wallet holders, ungodly amounts. Of course. I mean, um, you look at the movement that it has had, or you look at where it came from. I mean, it came from a really low market cap. Like truly, this is a 100x. I put this on Twitter like a while ago. 2 months ago, this was at a $10 million market cap, and now it's at a $1 billion market cap. Or sorry, it was at a $20 billion market cap, and now it's at, or it was at, basically a $2 billion market cap. So it was a true 100x. Adding 10, 100 or $200 million market cap, then 1 billion or $2 billion market cap. It is uh, a very quick turnaround, 100x that we all wanted to see, but not all of us were a part of. It was a fantastic movement, and I'm still, holding my bonk. I don't even know what the price is right now, but let me go ahead and check. Um, Currently sitting up $27 from being up $200. So I'm not letting it go. I'm not doing anything. I did expect to see a pullback. I just, want to hold on to it for a little bit more of a longer term. Let's hope we can see the continuation of the more positivity that we are seeing within Solana and a lot of other things, instead of seeing like major negativity go into the rest of the morning. Like I want to see the day start to bounce from here. I haven't had a chance to watch your videos yet, but are you lobbying for the 800 million USTC to be burned? Is that what the proposal is about? No, the proposal is about Terraluna Classic. It's about setting an on-chain, or yeah, on-chain burn tax to 1.2%. Overall, 1.5% tax, but 1.2% burn and 0.3% to like community efforts, right? Community pool and to staking. I feel as though that needs to be maintained. And right now they have a 0.5% tax. And I feel like if we're going to try and push 1% tax to the exchanges, you need to have at least a 1% tax on chain. So it doesn't make sense to be like, hey, on chain or off chain, go ahead and, burn 1% while we're burning half that amount. It's like, that's greedy. That's what it's all about. I'm in full support of burning. I'm in full support of burning 10% of every transaction. Honestly, like I really, I understand how that can affect a lot of people by putting $1,000 and $100 goes towards a burn. But literally, I want to be able to burn as much as we possibly can. And I'm willing to sacrifice 10% of my position every single time I make a trade. And I don't understand why people aren't willing to sacrifice any. People want to be greedy with their own money, and I understand why, right? So that's just on chain, and on chain we don't see a lot of volume. I know on chain is like 1% and sometimes less than 1% of the overall volume. Like if we go over to Terraluna Classic, you're going to see $100 million worth of volume, and you're looking at 140,000, which is over that level, but 140,000 on the DEX side. So obviously you're not seeing a crazy amount, but it would still create an impact. And then we can push to the CEXs and say, this $105 million, I want to make sure that has a 1% tax associated with it every single place. And we can push to that. And we can have validators that are behind it that are pushing for exchanges to do this as well. We can get the entire community to go after, not to like go after them, but to talk to one exchange and say, look, let's burn 1% of every transaction in your $4 million, right? There's so many different markets, so many different markets to where it's available. It's 108 markets. And when you look at some of the top players by percentages, you're going to see, let me go ahead and it's not going to let me sort for some reason. But you look at the top percentages by players, you can see that you have, KuCoin, or you'll have Binance or Kraken, or some other ones, which are, let's scroll through here, OKX, which has 4% volume. You're looking at $4 million worth of volume. You have PancakeSwap and various different pairings that also have a little bit of volume. You have Gemini that has $5,000 worth of volume. That's not a lot at all. But then you have Bybit that has $1 million. So all of these, you could see 1% of that supply. 1% of that volume end up burning off. That's what I want to see. And the proposal is here, which I don't know what it's like. For some reason, the station app doesn't really update well. It also says that my 8 million or 7 million that's sitting in here is worth $700, and that's not accurate. It should be, maybe it's closer to accurate, but it's not accurate right now, because that would mean that it was at 0.0001, and I have 7 million coins, and 1 million coins is at $100 each. You know what I mean? I feel like Christmas is Eve, and Christmas might be a good 2 days. What? I took a loss on Ben QI myself, shaking my head. If I wasn't so paranoid, I would have made a good profit, or a good amount. Sometimes you have to be paranoid, but you have to understand what's the right level of paranoia. Because you have to be cautious about your position, but the point is that you don't want to be um, overly reactive. Let's say that's what I'm looking for. I thought you had 55 million Lunic. I do. I have 7 million that's sitting in there, and then I have staked amounts, 13 million that's undelegated. So, yeah, still sitting on all of it. Don't question me. Matt, have you looked at what? Have you looked at BTT coin before? I've looked at it a little bit while it was running, but I haven't ever like took like a deep dive into it. Question my validity, man. What's up? Let's go. So currently sitting at a level of $1 billion market cap. It's down about 9%. We're also seeing $51 million worth of volume within it. It has dropped quite a bit. Like everything else, it has dropped. I haven't really made a deep dive into it. Wasn't this one of those positions that, it seemed like every article was pushing? I'm pretty sure that was the case. Check the chat. I answered the thing why I think it will explode or go down. That might be a long way. I answered, check the chat. I answered, check the chat. There's so many different times where you said that. The pattern of a 4-hour time chart shows the flag pattern, and it's ending on those days. The result of the pattern will show then. Okay. So if you mapped it out, if you align the stars, then things will work out that way. The people that wanted to reduce the burn said it will push away utility. Can you ask them where that utility and we need burns to bring down the supply to even make the chain more attractive for utility? True. You know what's interesting? Even though the people that push down the burn tax claim that we needed to push it down for utility, there are still whitelists, right? So that means that certain DApps, certain people, certain builders do not have to abide by the tax. So if that's the case and we already have something set up to where we can have those apply to certain ones that will struggle within having the burn tax, then we can set that up and we have no issue with that. So that's not an issue right now, and it should never be an issue. Honestly, I think everybody should sacrifice something, and if they can't, depending how much revenue and how much money flows on chain based on that utility, it may not even be necessary to whitelist. They might just have to hold off and then come back when things do get set back to normal. But you do have the ability to be kind of exempt from this tax, and it's not a problem. So if that's the case where you can be exempt, what's holding people back from burning the supply? Just because they want to be greedy. That's what it's all about. It's like, oh, well, I don't want a 1% tax because now if I have $1 million, they're going to take away, what is it, $10,000 from me? Is that accurate? 1%, 10,000? That's accurate. Quick math always gets to me. But yeah, I mean, if you're burning down or burning 1% or taking out 1%, that's not going to be make or break on your position of $1 million that you gain. People are being so greedy when they're just going to, as I put it in my video, they're just trying to watch Terraluna Classic drown. Like Terraluna Classic is in the ocean right now. It can't swim. And we have a crazy amount of life preservers. We can throw them a boat, right? We can throw them something to where they can stay afloat and then eventually climb back on the boat, climb back on the cruise ship, right? But we're not doing that. We're not throwing them that life preserver. We're not helping them out. And that's because we're trying to be greedy. We're wondering like, oh, well, if the ship goes down, I'm not throwing my life preserver. That's basically what we're doing. And it is a major problem because greed never gets us anywhere. As a community, greed definitely doesn't get us anywhere. What's the hold up on 1% tax, on a 1.2% tax, on reaching out to these exchanges to do that? Do people want to just be that savior? I don't understand why people don't want a burn tax associated with it. Is it because certain people said that it won't work? You know, like it doesn't make sense. We're about to have a crypto pump like crazy. Can't wait. Can't wait. Would love to see it. Would love to see it right now. Because if I see it right now, then my Solana investment runs. If I don't see it right now, then I may lose on that Solana investment. So Solana is up 1.38% in the last hour, which is great. For me, I'm up $20 on that play. And I could accept $20 of a gain, which technically is 15% of what I've invested. Fantastic. Or I can let it run to what I believe is going to be the case. The issue is that you end up getting liquidated before that if it finds a way to come back down to create a lower low. You know what I mean? So if it creates a low and we see it kind of pull back and really create some negativity today, then I lose on that position. However, if it sticks to its guns right here, and we see these levels of support that are being hit, and hopefully pushing up to these levels of resistance, then things look absolutely solid. Because I don't really see it kind of breaking that level. It's been on this trend, on this line, this support line for a long time at this point, ever since it was down here at 30 or 40 cents. So seeing it on this, support line, it's really making me think that it's not going to drop below that support line here, which my investment point here was about $70.46. The stop loss that I have is $69.73. So a very, very fine line between winning and losing there. So yes, over here it's showing 68 cents, 68 cents or almost 69 cents. So that's technically below where I bought, but Marjack shows a different price. So you can't really go off of both of those prices. What you can do is go off of Harper's up. So what you can do is just go off of the movement. And that's kind of what I'm doing, where I'm going off whether it's 1% up or, or higher. So let's hope for more as it pushes. But if it does come back and it stops me out, at least I live to fight another day, right? I could technically take this at $20. Dude, I was in the bag either Solana at $14 or ICP at $2-ish, like 2 years ago. You were in the bag Solana at $14 or ICP at $2. ICP at $2 would have obviously been phenomenal up to where it is right now. It would have been, you would have had, what is it, up to $10? So you would have had a decent gain, 5x gain? Like I said, the quick math really gets to you. It should be easy, but it always gets to you as you're on camera. If I'm off camera, I'm like, yeah, 5x. And if I'm on camera, I'm like, wait, let me say the right thing. Any comments on Bonk and Milady? Not really. I mean, Bonk is going to be what Bonk is. It's going to be worth a lot more. But we're just seeing a lot of things pull back, especially off of that larger push. Do it, Matt. Do what? What am I doing? What am I supposed to do? Like buy something? I need more time for these prices. Yep, you took away the chat. What are your thoughts on Cronos burn? Do you think this will increase the price? So burns don't increase the price, they increase the price potential. So as you see that burns decrease the supply, they increase the price ceiling. So it doesn't necessarily increase the burns. It doesn't necessarily increase the price. What does increase the price is the hype that comes around it. So are we going to see people that get hype about burns? Obviously. But are we also seeing a negative time in the market? Yes, which means that we might not see that level that we expect to see off of any type of burn news. Like yesterday we saw the burn, was it the day before? We saw the burn for Shibainu and a push to that price. But then it came back down as the market was coming back down. So it kind of follows the market, and understandably so. I mean, that's how crypto really works. Have a great day to everyone. The little one just woke up and get her breakfast ready to start getting ready for work. Well, thank you for being here, Rob. I appreciate it. I got to pretty much do the same, but I'm going to stay live as I am doing this. I said bus. So, once I get Harper ready, who has to dress like an elf today, once I get her ready and I can see her have her little hat on, once I get her ready, and she gets on the bus, then I'll get Hayden some breakfast and we'll be back downstairs and talking about cryptocurrency and whatnot. But we're already an hour into this, so I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. We have 255 likes, so feel free to hit that like button. And for the people that are over on X, thank you guys for watching. A tax proposal needs to make sense also for whose economic stake. I can see that the community wants to reduce the supply. We can also accept that validators, devs, etc., need to make economic sense. Let's not forget human nature and find a common point. True. I don't think that it should be a dynamic tax. I don't know about that. So, I mean, anything would work. I'm up for burning, but I think we should have a standard tax that kind of stays the same, on the basis of whether we're seeing a crazy amount of volume or a lower amount of volume. If we see a tax that where everybody has to do it, you don't have people that are excluded from it unless you have that whitelist. I really think it has to be an all or nothing type of thing, that we should include everybody. But, if we have to include whitelist to get 90% of the supply to be burned, then I'm all for it. Because I think the only way that we can get Terraluna Classic to the level of $1 or above, and repeg USTC and re-enable the algorithm, revive the chain, all of that stuff, is by having any type of burn tax on chain first, and then moving it to off chain. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I think you're right. It does have to make sense, but I think 1% definitely makes sense. Honestly, I would say that 10% makes more sense in trying to get this done. But the issue is that people are greedy and they're not trying to give up that much. I feel like if we said like, hey, we're all for a reverse split, exchanges would also be in favor of watching that happen so that we can see a revival of the chain. However, that would also not give us the same level of impact that we want to see, right? If we have a reverse split and get us back down to, let's say they end up giving us 100, or we give away 100, they give us 1, right? That brings it to a 50 billion coin supply. right? 58, 59 billion coin supply, which technically can get us to that level of a dollar, if not further than that. But we're not willing to give up that much because of the fact that it's taking away from all of our gains and our burn potential. However, if we have a mixture of things, it could be something that works. So the community is not willing to sacrifice anything, and it's been kind of proven that we're not willing to sacrifice anything. And if we do sacrifice something, then we see that success. But we're not doing that right now. I left Shib and went into Terraluna because of this team actually is developing. Yeah, I agree. Just know that nobody owns Shibainu. So whoever's developing over there is not a true owner of Shibainu. They are just a supporter of the community, let's say. What the heck is up with Silo? It's up almost 40%. Why is everything else dipping hard? Why is it running? So I don't know. I do have a little bit of that over in my Coinbase. So I really don't know. Let me check. Where is it? I swear I had some over here. So yeah, it's up 29%. I'm up $16 on this play. Currently at $51. This is at like a $1 million market cap or something. A $10 million market cap. This is a $10 million market cap. I think it can be worth a lot more. It's just something that's a low price. And I don't know if they have any type of news right now because it is up 40% compared to the rest of the market, or yeah, 40% compared. So I really don't know the answer to that and why it has jumped up to, this level of what, 50% of a penny, and then decreasing down to 35% of a penny, and now at 41% of a penny. So it's definitely made a move. Volume is up 541%. But I'm happy about it. I mean, I'm up $16 on my very, very low investment. Hopefully we could see the market pick up. I mean, right now we're seeing Solana in the last hour that's up 1%. So, and everything else, there's other things that are increasing as well. Bitcoin up in the last hour, BNB up in the last hour, XRP is down in the last hour. But a lot of things that are slightly green, even though overall the last 24 hours has been inherently red. Are you looking at buying more Caspa? I already bought more Caspa. I bought some this morning, early this morning. As I saw it at 10 cents, I bought another $500 worth. I now have 10,000 Caspa. So I'm done buying more Caspa. That's it. That's all I have and all I want. But I did want to buy more Grock. So I was definitely choosing between Caspa and Grock. But Grock is more of a risky play. It's something that maybe doesn't sit well with everybody. Maybe isn't going to run for everybody. Thank you for following Grinch42. I appreciate it. That scared the hell out of me though. I always get surprised because the following or the follows never really like come as strong on Twitch. Like I never really have, like, I know on YouTube we have like a bunch of subscribers that come in. Like I had a subscriber 18 minutes ago, a subscriber 30 minutes ago, 36 minutes ago, 42 minutes ago, 43 minutes ago, 4 hours ago. So we get like subscribers here and there. I don't know what's going on. Subscribers here and there, but followers we never really get. Grock is rising right now. Is it? No. Um, so it's up. It's still at the 67% of a penny level. So that's good. I don't see it rising right now, but it's on the rise from this low here of 62% of a penny. But this still opens the door for a $600, $660, 100,000 Grock purchase. Elmo rocketed a few hours ago, 1,800%. I don't think that's the case. It looked like it increased by like 50%. 1,800%. If it grew by 18x, I I think I would know about that. I think I would hear all about it on Twitter. You bought $30,000 worth of BTC ETF. Did I buy 30,000? No. I bought like $120 worth of BTC ETF. I didn't buy $30,000 worth of it. What makes you think I bought $30,000? It's a lot of money to spend on more of a speculative play. It is something that I feel like will have some push to it. But yeah, I didn't spend $30,000 on BTC ETF. For the first time, my dude, I'll send you more little by little, well deserved. Well, thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. Hopefully, we have the text to speech. Read it. Thank you, Juan, for the super chat. Come on, I wish it would read it. Sometimes it just doesn't read it. All right, guys, I have to quickly go over there. If you guys want to do text to speech, eventually it will speak. But I have to go and get Harper completely ready for school. I should be back down here. I'll check in, but I should be back down here somewhere around like 8:20, 8:15, something like that. But again, I'll probably check in here and there and be back. I do appreciate the super chat though.
Juan Zamudio donated $5 through super chat. For the time, my dude. I'll send you more little by little. Well-deserved hands clapping hooray.
Yeah, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I think this is just an opportunity. So what's Sol's all-time high? I think it's like 275. But understand that they did add more supply to the circulating supply. So it's still going to go a lot further than that, I believe. Because you do have an infinite amount, but then you have 565, but you have 427 million that's in circulation. So if we look at the all-time high, you're going to see that, yeah, it was 260 is what they said on November 6, 2021, 2 years ago. And the lowest point was 50 cents, which was May 11th, 2020. This is a 13,000% increase to where we are right now. Where to buy BTC ETF? I think you can buy it. I don't think the pre-sale is up yet, so you can probably buy it on the website. Go to my BTC ETF video. Make sure you're clicking the right link, which is that link, and you'll be able to buy in BNB or buy in Ethereum and do whatever you need to do. Thanks. Off to sleep. It's 1:43 a.m. I apologize. He's very behind in the chat, Josh. Yeah, I'm super behind. Are you doing the Meme Alliance question or chats? Just not working. Am I doing Meme Alliance? I mean, I'll play the game, but I'm not invested into the play. Anyways, let me go and get this child ready, brush her hair, and do all that stuff, and make sure. I think Hayden's still okay because she's still sleeping. She might sleep until like 8 o'clock. Oh wait, nope, she's awake. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and get Harper ready, and I'll be right back down. So, what do you want me to leave up? Do you want me to leave Solana up, or should I just leave the Be Right Back sign up? I'll leave the Be Right Back sign up. I'm not going to give you a choice. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right. Is everybody there? How's everybody doing today? We got 342 likes. Thank you guys for being here. And we have 113 people that are still here. So thank you guys for sticking around on YouTube at least. Let's see what's happening on Rumble. We got 13 people that are here. Thank you guys for staying here and being with me, as well as the 16 people that are now watching on X. Again, I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the market and see how things were moving, I guess, in the last 30 minutes, since we haven't been here for that long, before we get into everything else. We're going to see that the market is still at about a 1.45 or $1.54 trillion market cap. It's down about 3%. We're seeing that, not XRP, we're seeing that Bitcoin is down 2% on the day at about $41,000. Ethereum at 2,100. Seeing BNB at a level of 235, 36 or so. It's down 2%. We're seeing XRP that's down by 4% at 59 cents. Also $69 for Solana, which is up about 0.62% in the last hour. Also, we're seeing it's down 4% over the last 24 hours. Cardano is down 5%. We're also seeing it slightly up in the last hour. Avalanche is up 1.3% in the last hour, down 7%. Anything that has moved quite a bit in the last hour. So it looks like Woo Network has been moving in the last hour 3%, 3.47%. Stacks is up by 3% in the last hour. Fetch.ai is up by about 3% as well. Internet computers rising. Bonk is actually on the move a little bit, currently at 1932, definitely down from where it was previous, or where it was previous to now. Beam is up by 2% in the last hour. Render is up by 2% as well. Terraluna Classic up by about 1.6%. Caspa is up by 1.5%. I did make a purchase recently. If anybody is new here, I did make a purchase in Caspa. I had 500 in Caspa and I put another 500 into it. After coming down, my cost basis was at a level of like 12 cents. My cost basis now should be closer to the 10-cent mark if I could find my phone. And it's currently at like around the 10-cent mark. So I'm glad to see that. I do want to invest more into Grock if I could find Grock. I don't know what the price is right now. Currently at the 66% of a penny. I want to find a way to invest more into Grock. Again, that's my decision to do that. It's not by any means your guys' decision to make that move, and well, it is your decision to make that move. It's not, you shouldn't base it off of my decision. Everybody should have their own decision in buying into different plays, right? Not financial advice. That's the reason why we say it, is not to just protect ourselves, but also to make sure that you guys are learning from the situation. Learning how to invest maybe for yourself. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake, which happens from time to time. Let's see how many people are here. Just bought another $850 worth of render. RNDR, yeah, I mean, it's a good play. I don't have any yet. I don't know if I will have any. I'm just hoping that maybe he has seen the light in some way with his fire token or fire token thing. I'm surprised a few of you YouTubers have said they are supporting it. He must have something working. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of people that are saying that they support it. I don't want to be included in that light. I'll tell you what, I support anything that's trying to burn Terraluna Classic, as long as they are transparent and continue to be transparent with the community. It's not about the money that you make from that token. It's about the support that you have for the other tokens, because a lot of times it gets clouded, right? That judgment gets clouded to where people will automatically go to, oh, well, I need to make money with this play, or this is the play that matters. And once you see that, where people are like, Lunatic's token is the play that matters, or fire token is the play that matters, or what other one, cremation is the way that matters, or whatever. All of these ones that say were the ones that matter when they're trying to support other plays. Yes, you want to make sure the investors are made whole and the investors are getting what they came there for. Some people are only coming there for that, but the support is what it started off of, and that's where it should stay, right? So for all of the ones that support Terraluna Classic, that support Shibainu, that support different plays, you want to maintain that support and maintain that transparency. You know what I mean? I've lost on plays like Grock in the past, so it's kind of like some things I want to see before I do invest. But at those prices, I might invest a few dollars into, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I totally understand. I never recommend anybody go into a play just because I'm talking about it. I recommend that people look into the play themselves, see the opportunity for themselves, and if you don't see the opportunity for themselves, don't invest into it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything that I talk about will be sunshine, rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies, because it won't. It'll be, you have some that don't play out the right way, and maybe I'll take on a heavy risk onto a play hoping that things will take off, but maybe it doesn't work out that way, and sometimes that happens. Wait, I wanted to zoom in close and personal. Do your own research. So currently where it stands, with Sol making a little bit of a move up to what it looks like 71 on Margex. I'm up about $48 on this play, which is fantastic, or 35% overall with, I think it was 25 or 20x leverage. So that's fantastic. I'm looking for something a lot more though. Obviously that's a big push, but my overall push was for something a lot bigger. And I hope that the thing about cryptocurrency is it's not something to where, like, it's something that will come back to a previous level that you were at hard. And it has all the chances in the world to do so, but I'm looking for this to push up a lot more. If you guys want to start trading with up to 100x leverage, 50x leverage, 25x leverage on your trades within the markets, you can use Margex. Use my link that's in the chat. Start trading with Margex today. And again, you could start trading with $100 USDT and leverage that up to 100x or up to 50x, depending on what the position is. It could be Sol, it could be BTC, it could be Dogecoin, which is 25x. Just make sure you guys are careful, because with leverage, you can liquidate your position very quickly. So make sure you set yourself a stop loss. You see where my stop loss is. My stop loss is sitting at about 25% of what I've invested, because then it gives me the ability to live to fight another day. And then my overall gain that I want to have is around $7 to $77, which would be a 232% gain. Now, if it does get up to a level of $100, that's where I will set my my new stop loss. So I know that I'll automatically always gain money. If it does come back and falls back below it, I automatically gain money. But that's only if it does get above $100 worth of value there. If it doesn't, then oh well. But I'm willing to take that play, because my loss, if I lose 25%, will be somewhere around. You okay, Hayden? Will be somewhere around like $30 or so. So taking a $50 gain for a $30 loss, that's not really something that sits well. So anyways, if you guys want to, either way, that still will be phenomenal compared to how much the fee was. But let's see it hopefully flourish and hopefully make some big moves. But you never really know. Currently at $50.32, up 38% at the moment. Levi is talking about people making massive investments into the project. He says $10,000 in this project. Like, he means it's $5. I don't know what you're getting at. I don't have $10,000 to butter Levi's bread. Butter Levi's bread with. Um, Question, Matt, is there a problem with the use of Astroport on Terra Station? Um, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that, but I could probably find out at some point. A tough call between the two positions, between like Caspa and something else. Yeah, I like where Caspa is. Again, I don't know where my cost basis is. Let me check my cost basis. That's what I was gonna do on my phone. Hayden, are you eating your food? Gotta make sure this lady's eating. Let me see where my cost basis is for Caspa. Uh, my average price paid is 11 cents. It says 11. It says 11.5, but I have 10,000. How much did I invest total? It doesn't tell me how much I invested total. I guess I can look at that. 100, 200, 300, 500, 700. Okay, so my overall amount that I spent on it um, was 1,200. I'm currently sitting at 1,100 or 1,050. Sorry, because I have 10,353. So my average amount that I spent was 11, or the average price that I spent it on was 11.50. So that's still good. Bringing it down from 13, that's still fantastic. It's not 10 cents yet, but it's still at a lower level. And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to invest anymore. I think I'm going to sit on where this is right now, meaning that if I 10x, I'll just have, $10,000. And I expect it to go further than that. But yeah, that's what we see there. And whenever I can move that over to Coinbase, I will. I just don't know how much it will cost to move it. So we're sitting pretty there. Guys, we have 28 people over on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching. If you could hit the like button. I think we have 8 likes right now. So if you can get me up to like 15 likes, I would appreciate it. And we have 201 people that are over here on YouTube. Feel free to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. And we also have 10 people that are watching on X. Buy some dog, Matt. I mean, I've heard about it, but I haven't heard about it enough. Are you mad on what happened to Shib with the burns? That doesn't happen fully. That didn't happen fully. Am I mad about what happened to Shib with the burns? I could say no, I'm not mad about it. What I'm mad about is or what I'm upset about is the lack of transparency. Hayden, can you eat your food? Good job. What I'm mad about is the lack of transparency, because not being able to tell us what's going on, or to tell us that they're going to burn 3 times and then only burn $90,000 worth, and not be transparent saying, look, this is a large amount, a large hit to bone, so we're going to have to take our time with it. I mean, that's simple. I've called that out from the beginning that was going to be a problem. You have only 228 million bone that's out there. So if you're taking out 1.4 million right from the start, or in one day, that's going to decrease the price of bone a lot, right? You're not burning it, you're just selling it. We know that that's an issue. Richie's Plain Talk. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being a member for 17 months, for being around for such a long time. I appreciate it. I've seen some of your videos, but I haven't seen you around here in a while. I know you're probably busy. Everybody's busy right now, especially with the markets that were flourishing and everything. And maybe we have some busier times in businesses, but I appreciate you being here, seeing you here, and everything. I'm finally where I wanted to be with Jasmine. You're finally where you wanted to be with Jasmine. And why are you crying? Is this a cry in joy, or is this a cry for like, I'm finally where I wanted to be and now it's at a lower price, so I could have bought in lower? Or what is that? I just bought 45K XLM. XLM will be big. XRP is going to be big. XLM will definitely be big as well. And now I'm grabbing 5 million in Lunic, and then about 15 to 30K in CRO. 15 to 30K in CRO, or 15 to 30K CRO? Because 5 million, I guess 5 million Lunic, you're not buying $5 million, and you're not spending 15 to 30K on CRO. You're talking about the actual coin count. But that's good. How do you filter your search on Kraken to lowest to highest market cap? Can't seem to see it, Matt. Maybe it's not a feature on the phone. So I don't think it is a feature on the phone. I think it's just a feature on the website. So if you go on the website and you go and explore, you go to, where this explorer is, all you have to do is click this. It doesn't even give you like an option to click. It just gives you kind of like a text cursor. I'm not showing my screen. A text like thing. And you can click it and go back and forth. You can go from highest market cap, or you can go to like the lowest market cap possible, which you would see here. You're looking at whatever Keeper DAO is, which you can't buy Keeper DAO, but you can buy KINT. That's at a $1.89 million market cap. And I feel like this is for me, as I look at these, they're no-brainers as they're on popular platforms. Kraken, Coinbase, CDC don't really delist as much. Binance does delist quite a bit. So that's why I wanted to do it on one of these platforms rather than, do it on like another platform that does delist coins quite a bit. Just hit the like button. Can you airdrop me 8 Lunic? No. I appreciate you hitting the like button though. Do you think Jasmine will hit 1 cent in 2023? That's a tough one, because that's short term, and I do think it has a lot of popularity, a lot of hype to it. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, I mean, we have half a month left, and it would have to not double in price, but see a decent percentage, right? 70 or 80%. Let me just throw some math out there that doesn't work, but it would definitely have to see a higher percentage here in order to do so. So let me go out on a limb and say yes. Would love to see it at those levels. I believe it's going to, if it does have the ability to get up to those levels, I believe it will resist at some of those levels. And then, pull back to a level where maybe it's comfortable, and then it'll fly above 1 cent. You all right? Can you eat your food, please? There we go. That's a good bite. Good job. No, I'm crying for joy. I just bought more Jasmine a few minutes ago, so that way I can definitely be where I wanted to be. 500K once. Once I get the rest of my 5 million Lunic, and 15 to 30K CRO, I'll buy other things. Love to hear that. It's always great to have a plan. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning to you, 3K Sports Unlimited LLC. If you still in low about 2 months, I'll grab more of the top 3, of course. More CRO, more Jasmine, and more Lunic. I hear you. Again, always great to have a plan. Hey, Matt, what's your opinion on Injective? I like the way Injective has been moving. We've seen Injective, I think that's up, right, on the day. That can't be right. We're not at a $1.45 trillion market cap. That cannot be right. Down 8%. There's no way that that's right. There's something going on here. Unless Ethereum has absolutely tanked, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are fine. Yes. What? Hello, Mock. You're funny. What was I saying? Something. I can't remember what I was saying. Bitcoin and Ethereum, those are sitting here. We were looking at Injective. We were going to see what that was doing because I know it was up quite a bit. Um, I feel like over, sorry, over this short period of time, it's been moving quite a bit, up 101%. I like I like the movement. I like the volume. I like the sorry, the markets that's available on just everywhere. It's on S tier exchanges, tier one exchanges, all of that stuff there. 12% volume to market cap ratio. It looks, really, really good. A supply with 100 million, circulating supply of 83 million. It doesn't have any type of real dilution to it. So ultimately, if you could see a future within the use case of this, then this could go so much further than where it is right now than just a $31 million market cap here. Now, I think this could be insanely popular. Obviously, as I see it rising, I'm always waiting for like some sort of retracement. So when it was at 25, I know that people were telling me about it. They were talking about it. And I could see that, it was decreasing a little bit. I was like, all right, well, maybe no, it's not. It started to, what's it called? Started to increase again and pump back up. And now we're seeing it kind of level at this area. So if we could see a kind of a pullback, I guess a pullback from 34 was still great to see it at 28. But I'm always waiting on retracements, and these retracements for the crypto market aren't as strong as what you see in like the stock market when you have like a big mover. You learn lessons everywhere you go. Let's see, I'm up $66 on my Sol investment on Margex. Sorry, I only invested about $100 into this, and I'm up $61, $62 or so. I would love for this to continue. You never really know exactly what's going to happen. It could completely dive and fall back down and then be worth absolutely nothing. Now, I still feel like up to these levels could be a significant point. So as it does get up to these levels, I would say 72 probably becomes my break even or my point to where I'm like, this is where I'm taking my new stop loss. You know. So we'll continue to view that currently at $60 of a gain. Matt, I've been a viewer post Lunic crash. I love the support or to support your channel. You should be proud of what you have built here. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you for saying that, Mom to the Max. I appreciate, the kind words. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the support and just, being here and commenting and having conversation, because the more conversation that's had, the more topics we have to talk about, the more that people end up making off of investments based off of a lot of the information they hear within the chat or within the conversation. So, thank you for all the support that, you've given me and everybody else has given me. So, thank you. And thank you for the super chat. I mean, it means a lot. Merry Christmas to everybody else as well. I'll be saying that throughout the whole week. Um, or happy holidays, whatever you prefer. I set my buy price too low on R&D, and the price is rising quickly. Oh, you set it too low on R&DR. Yeah, I've been there. Was it like a limit price? So you set a limit price for it to fill your order, or you set your price to be alerted? So Uphold is delisting a lot of tokens. What's that about?
Mom2DeMax donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Matt, I've been a viewer post LUNC crash, and I love to support your channel. You should be proud of what you have built here. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
But yeah, I think What was I going to say? I am proud. That's another thing I wanted to add. I am proud of what I built. I'm always surprised as to what we've done here in the form of like viewers, in the form of subscribers and everything there. And I'm just so happy that to have the support that you guys have given me, because without you guys, there's no like this, and I would still be, at a 9 to 5, probably working as a senior accountant or financial analyst or some sort of business analyst or something, right? And I like this because I get to spend time. Well, while I'm here, I get to spend time with the little ones as much as I possibly can. I get to uh, get Harper on the bus and put and pick her up from the bus and do different things, and I don't have to worry about weekend jobs or anything like that. Like that's not how that works. Even though I would find another way to have some sort of passive income, but without this, there would be no like me, I would say. So I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. I think about it all the time where I'm like, I'm like, how did I really get here? As I started on YouTube, I was like, I'm gonna make, I was like, I'm gonna make content. I love making content, and I was like, I don't care about really the money side of things. I don't think I'm gonna make any type of money from it, but I just want to make content and help people. With in the beginning, it was credit cards and budgeting and all of these other things like that are really beneficial. And a lot of people liked it, but I really wanted to get into investing because I loved investing, but it was hard. It was hard to break through. And I didn't think that I would have, I didn't think I would have 10,000 subscribers. I didn't think I would ever get to 100,000 subscribers. I was like, if I get to 50, I will be ecstatic. And when I got to 100, I was like, what? And I got that plaque that's back here. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you can't see it on the plaque that's over here. Excited about that. Would love to get to 1 million subscribers, but it'll take time. I don't know if I will get there, but if I do get there, it's going to be, I don't know, I might cry. But to know that there's so many people, like so many people in this world that are subscribed to me, and if I go somewhere, someone in different countries might know me, someone in a different state might know me, and we have something in common to talk about because I'm not a good small talker. I'm introverted, so I'm not a person that likes to just bring up stuff. But if the thing that's brought up is something that we have in common, you watch me on YouTube, we like investing, we like cryptocurrency, then yeah, let's talk about it. You're humble and grateful. Um, they seem to be dying virtues. I agree. I agree. There would have been a time when you only had one watcher. Yeah, I mean, there was a time where I only had 20 views on my videos, and that was a good day. And then things started to get a little bit more interesting, where you had some commenters where people were like, "Hey, I really like this card. I really like what you're doing." And the beginning stages is always tough because most people don't want to watch anybody that has 30 subscribers. You're like, hey, let's talk about this card and teach you about something, but I only have 30 subscribers type of thing. They're like, well, I'd rather watch somebody that has more. So for all the people that gave me a chance in the beginning, I appreciate you guys probably more than you know. So much more. Did you know some good play? Do I know some good plays on the Kronos chain? Do I know some good plays on the Kronos chain? I hear a lot of people like VVS Finance. I'm not really the biggest supporter of a play that has dilution, but we have seen a lot of the dilution within VVS Finance and Tectonic. Those two plays have been good. A meme play would be Corgi AI from what I've seen, but I haven't seen any like major plays that have been created on the Kronos chain as of right now. Let's talk Bonk. What about Bonk? We're seeing it at a $1.55 trillion market cap, making a move back up. That's what I want to see. Solana is up 2% in the last hour. That's good to see. I'm up to $70 on this gain. We might have to we might have to accept a gain which is fine. We might have to accept a $70 gain here. I wanted to push it through that and see that run, but we might have to accept it soon because it's getting close to a resistance point, which would be the 15 moving average, where it has resisted before. So it's getting closer and closer to that level. So I wanted to hold through it and push through it, but I'm gonna go ahead and take my gain there and call it a day because I don't want to go without watching it. So let's go ahead and take this. Let me see. Should I wait until it gets up to this point, to the resistance point of 72? Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take this gain here. I'm going to close this out. Close it at market. Close all of it. So I closed it at a $66 gain there. I'll take that any day of the week. If you guys want to start trading on margin, use Margex. The link is in my description. You can trade up to 100x leverage on BTC, 100x leverage on Ethereum, 25x leverage on Doge. It literally moved $1 and I gained $66 there. So we also have Pepe that's 25x. I think that things will definitely run a little bit more, and I probably should have held on to it through that break. But like I said, I'm not going to be on here for a crazy amount of time here, so I don't want to sit here and sugarcoat the whole entire thing. But we could have seen this push back up to a level of, I feel like 70 was a great level. But we've seen this at 66, and I don't want to see this pull back off of there. So, and who really knows exactly how the market's going to go, because the market is inherently red. In the last hour, it's up quite a bit, though. We're seeing it up. You're seeing Bitcoin up. You're seeing Ethereum up. You're seeing BNB up. XRP, Solana, that's up by 2%. So, yeah, things are definitely making their moves. It looks like, it's about to approach 72 right now. These are the things that you can't. Oh, Richie's Plain Talk. Thank you for the $20 super chat there, brother. I've made money from the discussions on this channel, and you encouraged me to start my channel. So thank you, and everyone who brings ideas to the chats. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, Richie's Plain Talk, for first of all the super chat and for your support for such a long time. Being a member for so long. The super chats, the conversations, the ideas that are brought up with different positions. I appreciate all of it. It means the world to me. So, and obviously, your channel and what you do, it will continue
Richie's
to
Plain Talk
grow.
Donated $20 through super chat.
Oh, wait.
Brother, I've made money from the discussions on this channel, and you encouraged me to start my channel, so thank you, and everyone who brings ideas to the chats.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys want to go and subscribe to another crypto channel that, has a lot of good content, feel free to go and check out Richie's Plain Talk. He tells it how it is, and it's not going to just give you like, hey, this is going to pump and dump or anything like that. Like, he's going to tell you exactly how it is, exactly how he feels about a certain play. And I like his style of expressing, whether a play is good in his eyes or, is bad in his eyes. So, or if community is doing something the wrong way. So definitely go ahead and check out Richie's Plain Talk. Give him a look, give him a follow. I think you're sitting at 250 subscribers. Hopefully you can grow a lot faster. All you need is one video to take off, and you never know when that one video will come. You have a certain topic and things, start to really run, especially in a bull run. You start to see a lot more traction, a lot more conversations that are happening. So, keep up the good work with everything that you're doing. I'm always excited to see people, start their own channels and start either creating revenue for themselves or just create the conversation that they want to create, right? The discussion that they want to create. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I'd say in general now is the time to sell, but the time is to invest. 12 months from now, if you have invested wisely, you'll make a crap load. Yeah, I agree. Wow, so it really picked up exactly after I sold it. That's usually what happens. This is the thing. You don't want to harp on these moves because that would have been $100 that I would have gained up to $2.50. And I thought I was going to pick up, but I was like, I'm going to get off of here soon. And I don't want it to pull back while I'm not watching it. And I should have waited because I could have just set the cap at that level just in case it came back, which I didn't. I didn't set the cap at that level, and I should have. So I should have did something to where I set my stop loss or my profit target at the level that I was currently at, just in case it does come back. Then, I get stopped out at a gain of $60 or $70. But yeah, that's a lesson learned. But either way, I still gained quite a bit from it, way more than what I wanted. That's a lie. Not way more than what I wanted. Way more than what I could have gotten without the leverage. Yeah, I remember Matt back when Luna crashed and we all made money and lost money. Luna 2022. Yeah. Um, I mean, I didn't lose any money. Hopefully people invested at a lower point or saw the opportunity, but not everybody's going to have that quick reaction to buy. The issue is that was a situation where you would only have made as much money as you wanted to, or as much money as I did, or maybe even more, if you invested without any type of research. And I'm not telling you to do that in most cases. I'm just saying that the people that have made the most money that I talk to have, invested into it a small amount. They invested like $200 into it as I invested into it because they just wanted to risk maybe a small amount. And that turned into a ridiculous amount of money for them. Now, I'm not saying that you do that every time, because if it's a short-term situation, if it's something that's like, it may be like a time-sensitive thing, then that may be the case. But I don't want people to just jump in on a play without any type of research. This is crazy. Another ad. There's another ad that came up. It should be every 12 minutes. It should be every 12 minutes that you get an ad. Oops, I just inserted an ad. I apologize. I tried to go up to here to switch it. Wow. I apologize. I just hit ad right now. It's like, oh, another ad. Let me add another one in there. What? No, it's every 12 minutes. So if you got one 12 minutes ago, it should be like 12 minutes from now, but it's not going to be like it's different for every person. No worries, Matt. Collect your money. No, I don't want to overdo it in the advertisements. Wow, Solana really did run quite a bit. Love it. But it's right up at that level, just like I said, and it looks like it's resisting from that level. So as it hit this level right here, which is the 15 moving average, look at that. You're seeing a little bit of red here, a little bit of a pullback. So it would have been great if I would have just set it at 60 or 70 dollars worth of a gain. I mean, it might push through. Look at that. It might push through. But typically you see certain levels as resistances and other people see the same thing. And when they see that, they react as well. It's all on the basis of what other people will do. Hayden, did you eat all your food? Go ahead. Is that it? Or is there any more? Do you want your banana? Give me a second. You get a good amount. Now sit down on the chair. I don't want you to be on the couch to eat your banana. This seat is low now. You know what's crazy? This chair, for some reason now is lowering itself. So while I'm in a video, sometimes I feel it just drop down and then drop down again, then drop down again. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is not a cheap chair. And it's just slowly sinking. Eating too much? Don't, come on. I'm not getting heavy. I don't think. I still weigh the same 600 pounds that I weighed yesterday. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Who sent that? Peter, thank you for the gifted memberships. I appreciate that a lot. DJ Trev got a membership. He hasn't been here in a while. I might have to take his moderatorship away. Wait, did somebody that already had a membership get a membership? That doesn't make any sense. Want to go to people that don't have memberships? You shrunk in length, so I'm not as tall. Prediction for quant. I mean, I think quant will be definitely up to all-time highs, if not 2x, over that point. 2x, 3x over that point. Wait, don't turn this around. Hey Matt, did you make the video on how to trade on Margex? On how to trade on Margex? I no, I haven't. Let me jot that down in my. I'll probably put that on the Matthew Perry 2 channel. That's not a bad idea. I do want to check how my other video did, because I posted a video today talking about the burn tax, the overall 1.5 burn tax, 1.5 tax, but the 1.2% burn tax within it. Oh wow, Joey, wow, hold up. Thank you, Brian, for the $2 super chat. Thanks, Matt, for the insight on these positions. You are the best. Thank you for saying that. I didn't even go over and check out Rumble, and I appreciate you for sending that super chat or donation. BTC ETF token almost sold out. I can't wait to see what the project is worth going into next year. I can't wait either. I mean, I currently have, I think, 120, or I might have bought more the last time I looked at it, but it's like $100 or $200 that I have of BTC ETF token. I think, it's something that will be tied to the ETF or multiple ETFs, and I think it will definitely have massive potential. But you never really know. So let's see what it could be, and I'm excited for it. I didn't want to throw too much in there, but I didn't want to throw too little in there to where it's like $10 or something. So I did invest on the BNB side, so I didn't get the staking portion of it. But yeah, it looks like it's really resisting away from this 15 moving average, if you guys see here. A lot of crypto content creators are doing their videos walking through the woods when they can. When can we expect to see you there? When can you see me walking through the woods? Never. I'm not a person that walks through the woods. I'll tell you that. Thank you for that super chat or donation, but you won't catch me walking through the woods. I think the closest I was to the woods, we were on a little bit of a vacay with just me and Erica, and we ended up walking on this trail, but that's pretty much it. And we were also with a lot of people, so I'm not going to be walking through the woods by myself. I heard Erica almost got lost in the woods, and I think I was live at the time to where she called me and she was like, yeah, we don't know where we are. And I was like, how are you calling me? She was like, I'm the only one with cell phone reception. I was like, well, can you give me some hints? If I record this call, just let me know what's around you, what's there, so that just in case the call drops, I know what to look for, and that we're not just gonna have you lost in the woods and dead in a ditch somewhere. That's not how things work, right? We don't want that. So made sure, and she was able to call me the whole time and text me the whole time. But I was like, how do you just like happily call somebody and you're like, yeah, I think we're lost in the woods and we don't know how to get back. We got off the trail and I was like, what? I was like, this is why I don't go in the woods. Matt, you'll be talking about stocks again on your lives. Would love to see what you think of Bitcoin miners like Mara and Riot. I mean, I've invested into those short term. I would love to talk about stocks as well. I have my dividend account. I've been talking a lot about dividends and dividend investing, more long term investments. I will have a video coming out soon about not only my dividend portfolio, but also how much I made off my dividend portfolio. And hopefully we can consistently add to that. But it all depends about how much, money I can make through YouTube and through other avenues and everything there. Depending on that, we'll throw a lot of that money into the Robinhood account, which currently sits at $8,567.05. I have a lot of stuff in like ticker symbol O, SPHD, a lot of ETFs, some high dividend paying ETFs and stuff like that. So that's pretty much where I stand. And I want to be able to capture like $1,000 a month off of dividends to reinvest it and continue to build that into a level to where maybe it's 2,000 and then reinvest 1,000, keep 2,000 for myself and put it into maybe other investments that we see. Right, whether it's a short-term investment or just use it as standard income. That's what I want to get to, which I may need somewhere around $500,000 or $600,000 in order to consistently gain like $1,000 or $2,000 a month from these plays, which is a lot from where I am. Right, that's no small feat. Get lost in the bush in Australia and you were in a life death situation. Get lost in the bush in Australia. Like with all the spiders and snakes and stuff. Is that what you're getting at? But I appreciate all the people that are here. Looking forward to profitable 2024. So am I, for everything, all my positions. So it looks like Sol is starting to come back a little bit and resisting right off the level that I thought it was going to. And again, what I could have done, and I didn't do it, was, and I'm harping on the situation. I don't like to do that, but I just want to explain what I could have done here, and what you could do maybe the next time you see a substantial gain. If you get to a substantial gain where it's like $50 up or $100 up, or you know, 20%, 50% on your investment, whatever, 100% on your investment, then what you would do is you would look at that level and you would set certain stop losses. So you have this label down here. You have a stop loss and you have a profit target. So you have that profit target to where you set the profit target, whatever the max profit target is going to be. Now, if the max profit target is 200%, then you set it to that level. That's where you see it going to. However, you also don't want to have it come back lower to where you're losing money. So if it gets to a point to where it increases up and you were going to gain $200, let's say you gain $100, you want to set your stop loss. You okay, Hayden? Hayden, you okay? You're funny. Um, if you want to set it at $100, you would just set the stop loss there now. And if it does come back to that level, you will get stopped out. That's basically what it's all about. So that's what I could have done here is it would have went up to this level and then I would have moved my stop loss probably to somewhere around right here, 71.86. And that would have gained me like $60 or $70. I ended up selling it at like 71.70, something like that. So yeah, if you guys want to start trading on Margex, again, my link to that is in the chat. You can trade up to 100x leverage. I know I talk about this a lot, but I do like the fact that this is like one of the best platforms that I've seen, right? Because as you move around, let's say if I go to BTC, you move around, you still have the 15 moving average, you still have the 200 EMA, whatever you set, and then you can set whatever you wanted, whether it's a Fibonacci retracement or you can draw on it to see what you do see to explain to somebody else. You have a full look at everything. You have the RSI down at the bottom to tell you whether it's oversold or overbought. I mean, and it's giving you all that stuff as you change the different places, and you get up to 100x in leverage, guys. I like the platform. I really do. And a lot of people have been using it and they've liked it. I just want you guys to be careful and make sure you protect yourself. Always set a stop loss, always set a profit target. Let's see where Grock is because I wanted to see what's happening there. Matt, I'm going camping in the western Wyoming with some buddies in 1 month. Can you join us? No, absolutely not. And it's far away from where I am. So even if it was in Pennsylvania, it's not happening. Matt, have you ever tried copy trading on Margex? I haven't used it, but I've seen people have success with it. Copy trading is always great, but it also doesn't teach you anything. You can have a certain amount that you might want to copy trade with, depending on what's expected and what type of return there. But I could tell you that I feel like it doesn't really teach you much because you could be teaching yourself something a lot more. So it looks like Grock definitely has started increasing again. It's back up to 70% of a penny. So yeah, if I come into some money today, which I think I might, if I come into some money today, then I will invest into Grock today. And I'll let people know on Patreon whether I do make that investment into Grock. But yeah. Hey, just got in. So wasn't Shib supposed to show us their metaverse? Like, has anyone heard of that? Or are they just pretending we forgot? That latter sounds normal. Sounds up to par, up to speed. It sounds like you said Grock is a crap coin, no utilities. It's a meme coin. I don't think it's supposed to have utilities. That's my third ad here, bro. You should probably get one every 12 minutes. So if you've been here the whole time, the whole, what is it, 2 hours and 50 minutes? If you've been here the whole 2 hours and 50 minutes, you should have gotten pretty much an ad every 12 minutes from there. That's kind of standard. Matt, do a video for all you community to invest on some crap coins. What? List of 10. Do a video of all you community to invest on some crap coins? You're saying do a video on crap coins. Just get YouTube Premium, no ads. Yeah, I have YouTube Premium as well. I was just talking to Eric. I was watching a video, Mr. Beast video or something, and we were getting ads. And I was like, "Why are we getting ads? We pay for no ads." And I looked and we weren't logged in, so that's the reason why. But yeah, I have YouTube Premium. If you watch a lot of YouTube content, it's worth it, right? You don't have to spend a lot of time. I mean, some of the ads you can just skip through and you may not have to do it, but also, you have other versions of it, especially if you listen to a podcast, you can close your phone. And I'm not advertising for YouTube. They didn't pay me or anything, but yeah, YouTube Premium is not bad. I like it a lot. But then again, it's like you're paying for, it's kind of like you're paying for like Netflix, but just not to get ads. It's like you already pay for Netflix, but you'll also pay $10 or $12 more just to not get ads. Do creators get paid if subs use YouTube Premium? Yes. Yeah. A little bit off topic, Matt, but do you see, wait, do you need to have a bank account to hold a crypto debit card? So you mean crypto.com debit card? So you don't necessarily need to have a bank account, but you need to have a way to fund your fiat currency, because your fiat wallet, because you have to go through your fiat wallet in order to fund it. Or you can just draw directly from, you have to go through your fiat wallet in order to fund it. So in order to have crypto.com, you probably need to have some sort of debit card to fund it, but know that that's going to be expensive, because anytime you fund anything with a debit card, there's always a larger fee than if you use a bank account. Good morning. Thanks for the great information. Could you please explain the upcoming halving for Bitcoin for us newbies? I feel like that's a video conversation that needs to be had, but I knew I should have never read more questions because I need to get out of here. But that definitely is something that needs to be heard or fully explained. Shoot. All right. I think that's like a full video topic that needs to be had, and fully explaining that, because it's something more than what I want to get into in the last minute of this live stream. But yeah, I need to go and make sure Hayden get her banana and get her to the bathroom and all that stuff. So, I apologize for reading the question and not answering it, but I'm not going to read any more questions. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, or, check out the Margex link in the description. Those links will be down there. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much again for watching, for, the super chats, for members, for all of the people that are here. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.